So let's begin just by settling into our meditation posture. So you're looking for a way of sitting that's upright and open, a posture that allows you to be comfortable, but also allows you to breathe freely. And a good word that sums up all of that is dignity. So you can look for a sense of dignity in the way that you're sitting right now. And now, briefly acknowledging what's going on round about you. What are your senses picking up from your surroundings? Light, sound, space, vibrations, temperature, touch. Just noticing whatever's present and just allowing it to be there. And now allowing your awareness to drop more fully into the body, becoming more aware of the sensations that arise in dependence upon the breathing. And there are many such sensations. Movements in the belly, not just on the front of the body, but on the sides and the back. And not just the movements of the muscles, but also the corresponding sensations in the skin as it moves against our clothing. As well as sensations deeper inside the body, like the movements of the diaphragm and the build and release of pressure in our abdominal cavity. Similarly, in the chest, there are the movements of the rib cage, which of course isn't just on the front of the body, but also on the sides and the back. The movements of the skin all over the chest, the sides, the back. Sensations of air flowing in and out of the body as we breathe. And these are just a few of the sensations of the breathing. But that's already quite a lot. And if you pay attention to as many of those as you can, you'll find that the mind starts to become a little quieter. If there are still lots of thoughts going on, that's quite normal. Just staying in touch with the breathing and just letting those thoughts drift by. Just let go of any resistance, any desire to stop these thoughts, to make them go away, to change them in any way. Just staying with the breathing. Allowing each of these thoughts to arise and pass away. And sometimes, of course, we're going to get caught up in these thoughts and the stories they contain. And we're going to forget all about the meditation practice, forget about the breathing. And we're lost in a kind of hypnotic story. And it's very common for this to happen. And it's completely normal. But for every time that the mind goes wandering in this way, it also comes back. The mind always finds its way home to mindful awareness. So every time that the mind comes back from wandering, just accepting with patience and kindness that this has happened, and bringing your attention back to the breathing again. And you may have to do this many, many times. The mind is very good at generating these stories, creating a sense of urgency and fascination around them. And that's okay. It's just what the mind does. So over and over again, just coming back to the breathing. And each time we become aware that the mind has wandered and that we've now returned to mindful awareness. Each time this happens is an opportunity for us to practice patience and kindness, gentleness and persistence. So as you return your awareness to the breathing again and again, you can do this in the same way that you might return a baby kitten to its mother when it's strayed from the nest. So in a way, the more often the mind wanders and comes back, the more opportunities we have to practice kindness and patience. The more opportunities we have to develop a quiet persistence in returning our awareness to the breathing again. Just checking in with yourself right now. How many of the sensations of the breathing are you paying attention to? Are you noticing many sensations, or has your sphere of attention narrowed down so that you're only noticing one or two? And now you can become more aware of your overall experience. Not just the breathing, but the whole body sitting here. And in addition to the body, you can notice how you're feeling. Whether that's generally pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. And just accepting whatever you find. Whatever you're feeling is okay, even if it's unpleasant. And just noticing what your mind is doing. Where your mind is on a spectrum between continuous thinking and an experience of calmness. Where your experience is on a spectrum between being unhappy and being content. And again, just noticing this without judgment. just accepting whatever we find. And then once again, being more consciously aware of the world around us. Sounds and the light and the space, and any other sensations that may be arising. Just beginning to reorient our experience more fully toward the outside world. And then, in your own time, beginning to move the body again, slowly and mindfully, fully aware of the part of the body that's moving. And then, when you feel ready, allowing the eyes to open.